Second Squad!
Welcome to Classic Game Room, coming to you from the Intergalactic Space Arcade, where I'm reviewing one of my favorite Neo Geo games, featuring spectacular music, amazing gameplay, and a flamethrower. It's Shock Troopers Second Squad.
We must stop these
Shock Troopers 2, or Shock Troopers Second Squad, is not as well loved as the first game for a variety of reasons, but it's still an excellent game and one of the best action games on the Neo Geo MVS. I'll show you why. For starters, the music is incredible. The more time that I spend playing this, the more I get into the music. It's perfectly suited for this style of gameplay, well produced, upbeat, and it rocks, which is always important.
This music is awesome.
You see, I think pretty much everything about this game is awesome. Perhaps it's not as good as the original. It suffers from serious slowdown, and some of the level designs aren't quite as interesting. Also, there's only 4 characters. And it features that weird late 90s 2D, 3D hybrid graphical presentation that a lot of people don't care for. Actually, I think it's kind of neat. It looks good in this game, and it looks good in Prehistoric Isle too.
Yeah, flamethrower. What the? Oh, it's a boss battle. You should expect that. It's a video game.
Did I mention it has a flamethrower? The gameplay is pretty similar between the two games. It's like a top-down metal slug.
Woo! Welcome to my flamethrower. Do you like it? Do you like my flamethrower?
You plow your way through some fairly lengthy levels filled with enemies and then end up fighting a boss battle, of course. Most of which are quite difficult. In fact, this is a very challenging game, especially single player. It's best played with a friend, but that does increase the slowdown. This one suffers from serious slowdown. Although I can overlook that because it's still so much fun. I think the ultra-violent, over-the-top, cartoony visuals are terrific, and of the 4 characters, this girl is my favorite with the spread shot. She's also the fastest. Like the first Shock Troopers, if you hold down the fire button, you'll strafe, or if you just run around and hammer the fire button, you'll shoot in the direction you're running, like Commando. Each of the characters has their own weapon, and you've also got sub-weapons like a grenade. Don't forget to jump out of the way, a convenient technique to avoid getting yourself shot. Yes, this game could have used some more variety in the sound effects department, but it's still Shock Troopers Second Squad, and it's still damned fun. As long as you can get used to the never-ending pleasing sounds of and I'll eventually run out of breath, but the game won't. The guy with the laser is pretty good too. You can execute enemies if you get close to them, and that'll score you some bonus points or give you items, but it also increases the chance you're going to screw up and get mowed down. Another cool feature is that you can choose your own path through the game, so there's a lot of different ways that you can enjoy Shock Troopers Second Squad and try to get a high score. While this isn't one of the most expensive Neo Geo games, it's not one of the cheapest either. I picked up a copy right after I bought my Neo Geo, and I've been enjoying it since. You can also find it in some of the multi-game carts, or pick it up for your Wii. It's on the Virtual Console. So maybe it's not as good as the first game, but the first game was downright amazing. And even with its flaws, I would consider Shock Troopers Second Squad a must-have for your Neo Geo collection.
Corporal! Just like Hicks.